Willkommen zu Mac for Musicians, dem Internet-TV-Magazin für Musiker. Wir hatten Gelegenheit, eine hausinterne Produktpräsentation bei Alesis auf Video aufzuzeichnen. Aus der Dokumentation haben wir die interessantesten Auszüge für Sie aufbereitet. Der folgende Beitrag behandelt den Alesis ControlPad USB MIDI Percussion Controller. Das ist eine kompakte Ansteuerungseinheit für Drum- und Percussion-Instrumente im Homestudio, bei professionellen Aufnahmen und auf der Bühne.
Introduce myself, I'm Jim Norman. I'm the product manager for Alesis. Product managers at our company basically are the people, we have a division and we have our product lines, and I work in the Los Angeles engineering office. So first I want to start with is our control pad. Who's worked with a control pad? Anyone touched one or worked with one yet? No? Cool. Good. Let me just sort of show it to you. I don't know if you've seen it in person or not. It's a very simple device. Basically, it's laid out. It's got 8 pads. They're all velocity sensitive, as well as that they can all be set up for individual MIDI channels and note numbers. Anyone here a drummer? Yeah? It's okay. I'm a lousy drummer, but I'm a drummer. But we wanted to design it so it was easy to use. You know, that a lot of times drummers are new to electronics. So they may have played some electronic drum kits, but some drummers maybe not so much experience. So the design of the interface is very easy to work with. You set the function, you can set it to, you hit the pad, then you tell the pad what MIDI note number, sensitivity, velocity information, so that when it sends it out, it goes directly into your computer, lots of sensitivity. This is the first type of pad that's had USB built into it. You see right now it's being powered just by USB. You don't have to use external AC. Only if you are not going to use your computer and you want to use it, let's say, directly to a DM5 module, or you want to use it with any kind of module, you can just plug it in with a AC adapter and it'll work just like a plain old MIDI controller device. But what's exciting to a lot of people about this is how it allows people to start talking their computers. And you don't have to be a drummer to use it. If you're an electronic musician, you use Reason, battery, all sorts of synth things. This is a great interface for a guy who might be a keyboard player, but it's hard to try and do drum rolls using your keys. So by using the sticks, I can come up here, and just get all the kinds of, instant response from the pads directly. We also designed it so that it has 20 programs that you can call up on it. So if I'm on this one drum kit and I want to change it so it's set up for a different drum kit, I'm in this kit function, I go to the next one, and now it sets these pads to transmit a different note to a different sound. So I'm allowed to customize my kits and save it, so I have up to 20 different configurations. So if I use one for BFD, the next one for battery, the next one for an external MIDI module, it remembers that information for you. You don't have to reset it every time. Anyone remember the old Roland Octapad? Yeah? Did you ever play it?
Yeah.
It was like playing on a table. Very hard. These pads, there's a lot more smoother resistance. It's comfortable to play. You get really good response on it. The thing we felt when we shipped this product is we want to make sure the experience for the customer was easy for them to start getting the sound to happen. So we have it come with BFD Lite. BFD Lite is BFD is basically a virtual drum module. I'll show you the program in a minute. So it uses USB 1.1. You plug it into a Windows PC or a Mac. You don't need special drivers. It automatically knows what it is and starts setting power. It's got MIDI in and out, so if you want to take 2 control pads and plug them in together on the MIDI in, and you can control 2 of them on your program, you can stack them up. Or you can just use MIDI out to control an external module. One thing we also wanted to make sure is, let's say you wanted to take this and add more inputs. On the back, you see trigger inputs. So if I want to take this pad and run it inside of here to get more pads to play on, maybe I want this to run to a cymbal pad, the other one goes out to another snare or a hi-hat, I can add that to it. We've also got a kick and hi-hat pedal input. So in the back, if I want to plug it in, I can virtually have a whole drum kit just by using this pad to my computer or module. And it'll even mount on a stand with a standard mount. If you want to know where you can get a mount that works perfect, a Roland APC33. Works brilliantly. Let me talk about the software. This is BFD Lite. There is a program on the market called just regular BFD. To install it, it takes about, I think, 3 DVDs to install it on your computer. It's a huge library. We're only using 1 CD, and it installs about 5 different kits and about 20 different sounds that you can use with it immediately. And they're all different acoustic and electronic sounds, and it works with plugins as well as standalone. So if I have the program, which I have up right now, this is BFD. What you see is it's like a virtual drum module. So you have your kick, your snare, your hi-hat, toms, cymbals that you can set up for your mix, and then you can set for direct levels, pan. You can also adjust the tuning, and here's your mixer. So every sample that you hear has a different sample in a different room setting. So if I come here, for instance, and I want to just make that snare, here's a snare, I can click on it, and I want to go and tune it a little higher. And then I want more dynamics, I can raise the dynamic. I can quickly adjust it. Then I can also come over here. Here's the mix for it. So if I've got direct on it, I'll take direct off. Here's more overhead. Or I can just solo it. That's the room. So I can customize the way that drum will sound. Right? So each one can be different. If I want to change out, let's say, the snare, I click this button, and it shows me the snares that are available. So it's very drummer friendly. You can find what you're looking for. Now I can have a frame drum. You know, come in and tune it down. Not very coordinated. And I can come and change all these things on the fly. If I want a different kick, I come here and kick on this. Where I put my kick. I can adjust that right there. You can also save your own custom setup as a kit. So if I have a kit here, I can quickly jump up here, and this tells me what's in my kit, and it loads them all up. What it's doing is it's playing all these samples directly off the hard drive. So I can just load up a whole different kit, save them in my own custom mix, all that way in this side of BFD. This will work with anything though, not just BFD. If you are a Reason user, it's a great program where you can come in there and set up complex setups of different instruments, synth effects, drums, ethnic percussion, and it saves with each kit your combination of sounds. So a guy who, maybe he's not a really great drummer, but he wants the ability just to go on stage and just play, you know, set up all the sounds on there, and completely use this in that kind of environment. That's the whole idea of the control panel. At a price point that this is, which is very low, considering all the things it does, it's a natural extension for a lot of studios. A person can take this and add this to their electronic music setup. Just very simply, plug it in USB. Now it talks to his keyboards, his soft synths, everything. And it's a great product to add. The other one are drummers. For instance, like you have one of our kits or any of our competitor drum kits. You can take this through MIDI, plug it into that module, and now you have more pads to play sounds. So you have a whole bunch of customers out there that say the Roland TD kits that are out there that are very popular. The one thing you run out of sometimes is you just want to have extra sound effects or congas or things that you want to play percussion. You could mount this on the stand and then basically plug MIDI into the module and trigger more sounds on that. Or a lot of times that guy has that drum kit but he wants to trigger samples. So this is a great device for having extra pads to trigger some samples and loops with. So it's a great little add-on device for any electronic drum kit or even acoustic drum kit.